We want to warn you that some of the images you're about to see may be disturbing.
Much of this is based on a videotape that we're about to show you. We should warn you, some of the pictures are disturbing.
Everybody said, I want to live.
The aftermath of the incident was recorded by a passerby on scene. It was the early morning hours of May 4th, 2020 on Prairie Avenue near the Forum in Inglewood. Sheriff's deputies had pulled over Christopher Bailey, who according to his attorney was on his way home from work. He complied with all commands. Deputies began beating him.
86 total body and face hits.
She violated my rights.
Did she?
100%. She pulled me over and she said, oh, because this is legal.
Oh, she's air freshener.
She couldn't even see it because she saw me coming on the other side of Hawthorne. She just came around quick. Can I ask why you pulled me over? And she's like, yeah. As soon as I said that, she was looking around. She's like, oh, because of that right there. And then she said that was the whole reason. And she's like, I could search your whole vehicle right now and all this bullshit. I know she was worried about you. She saw you. She said, don't answer any of his questions. Just go.
She changed her tune from I could search your whole vehicle to go. That by itself shows she knows what she's doing is wrong. How could anyone pretend that this is a free country, the United States of America here, with the Los Angeles Sheriff Department rummaging through everybody's shit all night long? Car after car after car. They lock the people in the back of their vehicle in handcuffs and they rummage through everything as if it were their own. I wouldn't treat my child this way. Is it acceptable to do this to people's property? She can't come up with a valid reason why she's searching these cars. One of these deputies suddenly had morals and said, wait a minute, that's not right. Their career would be over in a heartbeat. And I don't give two shits what the a judge says. Judges who pretend to have suppression hearings, they get people out here killed. They pretend they believe the police and the sheriffs when they know they're not telling the truth. And because of that, the police are so empowered now that they don't even think twice about killing innocent people because there's no chance in the world they will ever be held accountable. They don't even hear about it. They're not even asked a single question. They just continue doing whatever they want to do to whoever they want to do it to. I don't dislike this deputy. It's not about that. What they're doing is wrong. They're not helping society. They're not helping the community. What they're trying to do is put somebody in a cage. This person right now has a vehicle, they have a home, they have a job, they have an income. If the sheriff is successful, what they're trying to do right now is they're trying to steal all those things away from this person, lock them in a cage. If you have to try this hard, it's probably because that's not where they belong. One of the most attractive, if not the most attractive police officer I've ever seen. Cute and fun personality. And that's despite her and I completely starting out on the wrong foot. But the point of this video is not that Firman is attractive. It's that this badge that she's wearing has turned her into an awful person. How do you feel about having to go through that?
Just doing their job, dog.
They've been doing some awful things to people in the community that can't be excused by saying they're doing their job. What is the consequence for that illegal search? There is none. If you're innocent and the police don't frame you, after they're done searching, they let you go. How does the exclusionary rule or the Fourth Amendment, how is it protecting innocent people? In theory, if they find something unlawful, and then you contest the search in court, and if you can convince a judge that their procedures were improper, in theory, they suppress that evidence and the charges are dropped. But by that point, you've already gone to jail, they've already taken your property, you've already lost your job, you've already lost your home. Those things don't come into effect until a person is arrested. The police aren't completely stupid. They know how to lie in their reports to pretend that the things that they did were constitutional. So it's going to be your word against the cops. So now why would we make an exclusionary rule and a Fourth Amendment protection that only applies to guilty people but doesn't apply to innocent people? Does that sound right? Think about it. You know our government. Does our government have an interest in protecting guilty people but not innocent people? They don't care if the procedures were right.
Broke my doors, look. Look at my door handles.
Broke the door, broke the sliding door on the side over there for no reason.
The court doesn't have any interest in uncovering these facts. The prosecutor doesn't. Internal Affairs doesn't protect each other. That is exactly their job, is to make sure that that shit doesn't get uncovered. And they threw their gloves on the ground too?
Yes, you did. He had an extra gun in his pocket. I'm like, no, you have
so he's got a throwaway.
A throwaway. No reason to arrest us.
I'm out on parole, I'm out on shit. Look at this.
Okay.
Talking about, oh, I could arrest you. No, the fuck you can't arrest me.
At some point, everybody will finally understand what it means to defund the police. We've created a special class of loser in this country, so law doesn't apply to them. At least in the state of California, these millionaires are collecting $250,000 up to $500,000 a year. They're not obligated to protect us. They don't even have to show up when we call them. They're allowed to kill us and call it a split-second decision where all they have to say is scared of some imaginary thing, maybe a cane, or maybe we're running the opposite direction. That's always really scary. But when it comes down to it, when we actually need some kind of assistance, or for example at a school, our children, they've shown exactly what they will do. The police in Texas pepper spray and handcuff parents who wanted to go and help their children. Here goes the sheriff, and these are a perfect example of why the police in this country need to be defunded. They run red lights all night long, drive recklessly, and then they pull over people for an alleged traffic infraction who haven't committed a traffic infraction. All they're interested in is searching your vehicle, trying to find narcotics, trying to find weapons. People are guaranteed the right to bear arms. If you want to do drugs, that's your choice. But you're guaranteed in California that the police are going to search you, are going to search every vehicle. Now, you just see me breaking the traffic law. Do they give a shit about traffic? They do not. They only use that excuse to pull people over they think might have drugs, or might have weapons, or might have warrants, or might be able to be arrested for any reason whatsoever. Because they're trying to promote their own careers. They give no fucks about safety out here. When they do care about safety, it's theirs, not yours. This is Tom Zebra. I approve of this message.